My wife's ex-husband showed up at our house 5 years after he left her for dead emotionally. I reached for my phone to call the police, but she stopped me. She smiled and said, "Let him in. I want him to see what a real home looks like." When Sarah and I first met, she was a ghost. Her ex had spent a decade convinced her that she was too broken to be loved and too stupid to succeed. He controlled her money, her friends, and eventually, her spirit. When he walked out, he told her she would be begging for him back within a month because she couldn't survive without him. For years, Sarah lived in fear of his name. She would have panic attacks if she saw a car that looked like his. But she didn't beg. She worked. She went back to school, built a career, and slowly, she repaired the heart he tried to crush. She didn't just survive. She became a version of herself he wouldn't even recognize. Standing on our porch, he looked the same, arrogant and entitled. He told her he was ready to forgive her and that his life hadn't been the same since she left. He expected her to crumble, to cry, or to scream. He was waiting for the emotional reaction that used to give him power. Sarah didn't scream. She didn't even get angry. She looked him in the eye and said, "I used to be terrified of this moment. I used to think you were a monster. But standing here now, I realize you're just a small man who is angry that I grew up while you stayed the same." She didn't need revenge. She needed to see that he was no longer a threat. The greatest revenge isn't hatred. It's indifference. It's reaching a point where the person who tried to destroy you no longer moves the needle of your emotions. You aren't broken, you are just under new management. Subscribe to Motivation in Story for more. We'll see you in the next one.